Good morning, everybody. Welcome to class this morning for what is our final live stream for CIS 110 this summer. You're almost done. You only have just a few days left in the course. The purpose of today's live stream was going to be to kind of answer your questions about new technologies and emerging technologies in relation to Module 10. But I didn't get any, so I have no questions to answer. I'm not even going to pretend like I did. So we'll just make this live stream today short and sweet and just cover the last few announcements that we have leading into the final day of class, which is what I'm sure you all want to know anyway. But first, let's start off with grades, where your grade stands right now. I've graded everything that's been turned in through Module 9. Remember that I like to grade things together when they're due. So your Module 10 stuff, which is due today by 11:59 p.m. this evening, that I'll be grading all of that tomorrow. But Modules 8 and 9, everything up until that point has been graded. So it might be a good time to go take a look at your My Grades. You want to click on that My Grades link there on the left-hand side of the page in Blackboard. Have a look at your grade book, scroll down through everything, make sure that you have a grade for everything. If you have a blank or a 0, that probably means you didn't turn it in. And so we want to make sure that we're getting these things done, and we want to make sure that we're on the same page, because I've got everything graded up to Module 10. So once again, Module 10 is due this evening by 11:59 p.m. You want to make sure that you have that turned in this evening on time, just so you can have plenty of time to take your final exam. And remember that the assignment for Module 10 is an essay, and I would like to receive an essay. The last time you were supposed to write something for me, there were several of you who, I don't know if you quite understood the idea of an essay. But we want to make sure that we're turning in essays. This is college, after all. You should be able to write about ideas and explain them thoroughly and clearly. So that is due today, and I will be grading those tomorrow. And our final exams are going to be due by Thursday at noon, and that is key there. By Thursday at noon. I will not be accepting anything after noon on Thursday. Noon on Thursday is the absolute last time that I can take anything. I have to be able to finalize grades that afternoon so I can go ahead and turn them in, because they're expecting my grades very, very quickly. So I can't take anything after noon this coming Thursday. You can turn in as much as you want between right now and noon on Thursday. If you're missing things, if you have zeros for things, turn them in. Even if you only halfway do them, go ahead and do them. Just do some of what you can do and turn it in, because any grade is better than a 0. Right? So if you don't turn anything at all in, I have to give you a 0. If you turn the stuff in, I can at least give you some credit for it. And some credit for it is better than no credit for it. So the final exam due by noon this Thursday, as much as you can turn in. Turn it in by noon this Thursday. If you don't want to take this course again, and I assume many of you do not, if you're missing a bunch of assignments, if you have a bunch of zeros, you're going to want to turn those in. Any missing assignments are going to be turning into zeros after noon on Thursday. Noon on Thursday is the final deadline. I can't stress that enough. So this is where we stand. These are our last few days, right? July 29th is the last day of the summer semester. So that's why things are ending there. That's when the class ends. So if you can just make it through these next 4 days, including today, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. And really, 29th is only half a day because it's by noon. So if you can make it through this next 3.5 days, we'll call it 3 days now since it's almost noon today. So if you can make it through these next 3 days, you will have made it through the summer. And if you can get everything turned in, you will have successfully completed this course. Congratulations are in order. You know, it's hard enough to take a course during the summer. It makes it even harder when things have to move really fast, as they have, because we're trying to take a 16-week course and condense it down into 10. And then taking a summer course is no fun as it is because it's summer, and everybody wants to be out doing things because it's summer. But for the most part, the vast majority of you have been absolute troopers. You've been right there with it. You've been doing your work. You've been getting things in on time. I really appreciate that. You've got a lot to be proud of. All of you have a lot to be proud of for what you've accomplished during the summer semester. So now we have to take this last 3 days, keep our heads held up high, and finish strong. So once again, let me just go down the list that I have here again. Everything has been graded up to Module 10. If you have a 0 or you're missing a grade on anything that is before Module 10, anything from Module 9 back to Module 1, that means you didn't turn it in, or I didn't get it. So you either need to turn that in or get in touch with me. Let me know. Number 2 is that Module 10 is due today. I'll be grading these tomorrow. So you should expect to see a grade pop up in there for Module 10 tomorrow at some time. The final exam is due by July 29th at noon. And I will not be taking anything at all past July 29th at noon. If you have stuff that you can turn in, turn it in. I don't even care if if it's 10 questions and you only answer 6 of them and you turn it in, that's fine. A 60 is better than a 0, right? Take the quizzes, turn in as much as you can, do as much as you can. If you've gotten behind in the next 3 days by July 29th at noon, and you still have an outside shot of succeeding in this course. You just have to keep that head up and get it done. I want to thank you for joining me for the live streams this summer, for watching these live streams this summer, whether you watch them live with me or you watch them recorded later on. I hope they provided some benefit to you. Also, you should be getting your course evaluations. Please take a few moments and do those. Those aren't required, but they do help. So there is that. If you have any questions, please contact me. Send me a Teams message. Send me an email. Whatever you need to do. But as I said at the start of this, since there were no questions sent to me for Module 10, this is going to be a short one. So we're done, right? This is it. This is the end of our final live stream. I'm going to hang out in the chat for just a minute, just in case anybody who is here with me live has any questions. But that's all that I have for you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.